Prepare to fight.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be the upper bracket final of ET Cup. This is day 2. The first game of the day. We've got the upper bracket final, the lower bracket final, and the grand final today. It's going to be an epic day. It's going to be SICK6 against ROCKIT. And it's going to be SICK6 on the defense at first. You see some airstrikes going out on side. A bit of a slow strike here from Squid. And I don't think the strikes are going to hit anything. And picking up ROCKIT, it does look like they're going heavily towards main. They're going to have a couple of guys maybe come back towards side. A lot of damage coming out. ROCKIT picking up 3 kills with no real reply from SICK6. And they've taken over this side area. I'm not sure if they've got an SMG engineer in position. I see some medics and a rifle. And Iron is going to try and get off the rifle grenade. Cherry, the SMG engineer, is going to come on towards side. And the plant is actually going to go down from Coop. And that's an almost perfect push towards side from the ROCKIT guys, as they're going to maybe put on some pressure towards this flag area. Trying to pick up someone who's actually moving in. I mean, Ross and Milk. Ross is going to take down his teammate. I think he only got 1 hit on him though. On opportune time now. The respawn of Axis does come in, but they really should be spawning back now. I assume they will be. As you see, Milk, Ross, and Cherry all pushing in for this flag. And they're going to overwhelm it. Raz came in as well, got a kill onto Twiddy. So, no real resistance from SICK6 so far, and this is their map choice. The first stage of Radar is not the real big stage, so we don't have to worry too much about that. This CP stage, though, very important. The main stage, like how they rotate between main. Big Panzer comes in from Raz. It's going to open things up on this side area. And I think Iron dove on his own rifle grenade as well. So it's only 2 guys left at CP. I'm going to see how it's looking outside. And we've got 4 ROCKIT guys coming towards CP. Brilliantly timed artillery. Raz is going to get taken out by that nice double kill from Matthias. That's experience for you. Timed to perfection. Is going to give his teammates some time to just push across to that CP area. Is going to eat Coop's rifle grenade. Another one does come in. The revive protection does help him out there. And he's going to just chuck out an airstrike. I think that was slightly misplaced. Unfortunately, he's not going to get out the door. Maybe they've got a Panzer going to be coming in, though. No revive coming in onto Matthias. He's going to get in loads of shots. Brilliant rifle grenades from Iron. And SICK6 completely wipe out this push from ROCKIT. I'll just bring down the console. Look at that. 1 reply from Coop, but what's that? 7 kills at CP in 2 seconds. Brilliant stuff from SICK6. And I did say that first stage wasn't too great, but it isn't really that big a deal here on Radar. You can add a bit of time, but the main defense is main, and the main defense is side. So they've shut down Ross on main as well. So we might have some CP pushes coming in. I'm going to pick up someone on the attacking team now. See what they can bring. And we've got a 5-man push on towards side again. And Coop's going to get that rifle grenade off at the beginning. Not going to be able to hit anything. Nice headshot from Raz. He is going to get instigated by Iron's rifle grenade. And the push is coming inside ROCKIT. The exchange of kills is actually pretty good for ROCKIT here. As I'm not sure about the Gibbs situation. Squid is not going to make it outside. As Squid is actually going to jump over the top and take Coop out for full spawn. And I believe there's only 2 or 3 ROCKIT players alive. As the next push is going to be coming in towards CP. Another artillery comes down. Matthias wraps up that 3-man kill, and that's the remaining ROCKIT players that were alive. And that's going to give me about 10 seconds to catch my breath, because the defense of SICK6 is doing a great job. But you're going to see a huge push coming towards side. Once again, this is a 6-man push, and we've got Ross on the Panzerfaust. I'm going to hit this up free cam, see what you can do in this situation. Panzer does come out. It does take down Matthias. The reply from Iron is not going to be able to hit anything with that rifle grenade. This one's going to be the important one, though. Again, doesn't hit anything. He's going to pick up the K-43 frag, but he's going to get dropped down. ROCKIT getting in some pretty good pushes on towards the side area, but unfortunately, the revives are coming in for the SICK6 players, and I believe they're going to be able to survive once more. Really nice CP defense from SICK6, but you can see them all trying to rotate towards main because they assume the main push is going to be coming on, but they're going to go again towards side. And this CP push is going to come in from ROCKIT. And I'm struggling to keep up with this action. It's really intense. As you see, Raz leading the charge for the ROCKIT guys. Double grenade does come in for Squid. He is taken down. But fortunately, Milk, the Covey, is picked back up. As you see, the CP is destroyed. And it looks like Cherry's going to be able to get that charge in. So they have got the CP. Big iron 3-man rifle grenade. But it's going to be too little too late there. Or it's not too little, that's a lot late. Unfortunately for him. As the CP defense holds on for about 3 minutes there. 2 or 3 minutes. That's not too bad. Now they need to set up that east defense. And you see Mattia sitting on the east parts. Just going to be getting off some shots. He's going to have like 4 or 5 guys to deal with though. Lots of boosts going on, and Ross picks up that double kill, clears out that east parts, and it looks like Milk's going to go on towards the parts that actually pick them up, running towards CP. Squiz is just going to give him some cover with that pistol, but as you can see, Milk has freely got away, and now they're going to push in towards the west parts. And I did do a burp this there. I hope you didn't hear that. That would have been good. As you see, Cherry pushing across the bridge. I'm not sure if he got seen there. He's going to just play it sneaky in this bush. Going to try and time the push on towards west as perfect as possible. As you can see, Twiddy could see him here. I'm not sure if the angle's there for him. And he's going to wait until maybe a full spawn for Twiddy. And he is going to actually be able to get Twiddy out full spawn. He's not instead. He's going to go and maybe get one. He's got Squid out. But they know he's there. He's going to get completely overwhelmed now, unfortunately. He should have just taken that full spawn. He had a chance to take one out for full. Big strike on west from Ross there. And it isn't actually going to be able to take anyone down. But you can see that the SICK6 guys have all been forced back to west. You can see 5 guys at west, and this is not where they want to be this early in the game. They want to be spawning at the main spawn. They want to be putting pressure on them. As you see, Sally playing quite defensive at second. Fake doesn't want to be here really. There's a couple of guys coming towards the back of west. They know he's there now. 3 guys, in fact. Nice shooting from Matthias. I'm not sure where he is. He must be in the upper spawn area. Getting a nice crossfire with Sally here. And it looks like they're going to be able to deal with this spawn push, at least for this mini push that they've got going on. I'm not sure if they'll risk the respawn at that back spawn now, though. I'm going to watch Squid on these west parts. He's going to have quite a few to deal with at the back of west. And he looks quite unsure of where else they could be coming from. It doesn't look like the information is great for the Axis team. They are starting to take a lot of fire. Cherry does pick up that double frag, but I think the revives will come in. And you see these Rocket players are pretty much freely shooting from the back spawn of Axis. And Matthias does go for that risk at the back spawn. No one really doing anything to shut him down. And the objective has actually been taken. Coop, I think, picked that up, but it didn't get away. Actually, I've got no idea who took it. It was Cherry. He managed to get to the road here, just going towards CP. Did get shut down just in time. Ross is going to be able to get the revive in and the grab on the objective. And he's maybe going to be able to get away. He's taken a lot of fire, Ross. He's got away to the long stairs. No one's going to really stop him in this area towards CP. And SICK6 are now going to try and get in towards CP. In towards the truck. You see, they actually freely, 6 guys are going to be able to get to the truck. 1 is gibbed out for full spawn. But now it's going to be down to a truck defense. They have got 3 minutes 40 seconds to get this done. It's going to be interesting. If they can get that cheeky secure, that's going to be really horrible for ROCKIT. Got to be honest. I think ROCKIT have to play it quite safe. They have to guarantee themselves the objective going in the back of that truck. And you see a couple of guys from ROCKIT just putting on some pressure from fake area. They are getting in a couple of kills. And they're coming out from under bridge again. But 1s and 2s at the moment for ROCKIT. They need to overwhelm this area. Artillery's airstrike's not really coming in either. But they are mounting a reasonable push from behind the truck area. It might distract the Axis just a little bit. But at the moment, not too much of a problem. Any kills that are going down are actually getting revived almost instantly. The mines were doing a bit of work. Nice kills coming in for ROCKIT though. More revives do start coming in, and it's going to be down to Raz. He's actually got the objective. He's going to back off. As you see, Cherry coming in from the low area. Double kill comes in for him. And Raz is actually going to be able to push through and get the objective in the back of the truck. Intense stuff. 9 minutes 21. Not the fastest time on radar, but you have to say SICK6 did a really good job of mounting a really good defense, particularly at CP. You saw that first stage was awful. Simply awful. And TK, that is actually pretty funny. That is actually pretty funny. As we see, looking at the kills, the big defenders, Iron and Matthias. We saw Matthias picking up some nice frags, particularly with those artilleries, just covering his team, allowing him to get back to CP helped a lot. ROCKIT, sort of even spread across the board. You saw, was it Ross and Coop just peeking out above the rest in terms of damage, and in terms of Gibbs, Raz, Coop. But that was a reasonable team performance. They were running into a brick wall of SICK6. And there was a couple of times at that CP area where it looked like they could have got it, but the back and forth with the frags was really intense. And although that, I think in most of the time that will actually benefit the attackers, they need to get in them Gibbs, and they just weren't getting in those Gibbs at CP. When they did get in the Gibbs, and they were attacked with 2 guys there, they ran it over, and Cherry got in that build pretty easily. So now it's going to be SICK6 on the attack. We're going to see what sort of defense the ROCKIT guys can mount on this first stage. And you can pretty much do better than SICK6 if they just slow them down by 1 second. So this artillery, if it hits them, there we go. They've already done better. As the CP does get built, Raz is on this side area, playing quite aggressive. But they only slowed down the engineer by a couple of seconds. So the difference is going to be very, very small. Coop is above the CP area, he's not going to be able to do too much, as he wouldn't have had charge after building that CP. So the plant is going to go down on the side pretty freely. And there's pretty much an identical situation. Artillery is out from the Axis players though. Nice double frag from Ross. Pick up a revive as well. Neil's going to pick up a frag on that after that revive. Double frag in fact. And I think we'll see quite a few of the ROCKIT players fall back now. We've actually got a 3-man defense here at flag still. So I think Squiz mistakenly needed his teammate there. As I'm going to just zoom forward to the CP. The CP has been destroyed. And nice shot from Raz. I think I just saw the helmet of Iron just get whipped off. As Raz just took him down. He's actually going to get dropped here by the Covey. And he's actually freely pushing in. Rifle grenade does come in from Coop, takes down Squid. It's a bit of a fragmented attack from the SICK6 guys at the moment. Matthias and Sally just need to wait it out a bit. They've got teammates coming in to back them up. As you see, no revive come in, and they could have just waited. It would have been a 6-man push on that side. Raz double kill does shut them down, and now they're waiting as a 4, and it's pretty obvious what's happening now. See Raz gets off another artillery. You see one person try and push through. He's going to get taken down by the rifle grenade of Coop. And they've actually doubled back and decided to go for that flag. They have managed to grab it, and I think the plants will come down on main. And this will just force the Axis back on that main area. The mines will come up. A bit more defensive play. And it will also enable like a 4-man defense side. If it wasn't there already. You see another artillery come up. What Matthias can do with those artilleries, Raz can do as well. As you saw that amazing double headshot from Iron. He actually got, I think he took down Raz with a headshot and then got a headshot onto Ross just as he got fragged. So this is I'd say the first real push on side, but it's only 2 people, and SICK6 all over the place with their attacks at the moment. Not doing much at all. As you see, Raz go very aggressive on side, just maybe getting a bit of early info. But that will allow a couple of them to get in, I think. His artillery will cover it for a very small amount of time. We're going to pick up some Coop here. He's going to pick up 1 frag. He's got 2, 3 more to deal with. Brilliant rifle play by Coop. He does take down that Panzer mid-shot. Almost vaporizes himself on the wall. Doesn't get any damage off. And Raz and Squiz clean up. As I think Raz is the last man alive. Actually, SICK6 are going to be able to take the CP. We did see probably a better exchange of frags for ROCKIT. But the medic player SICK6 today has been really good. Picking up those players straight away on defense and now attack. So they're going to be able to get this CP probably, I'd say, around the same time, maybe a minute faster. But I think it could have been better because they didn't really mount an attack. It took them a long time to really get going. Covey is finally going to get here. So I'm gonna put that down to almost exactly the same. We're seeing exactly the same at the moment. And I think it took ROCKIT maybe a minute or so to get the east parts. And SICK6 really want to get that as quickly as possible. They don't want to be slowed down too much. see the rifle grenade still in Iron's hands. You see a lot of shots coming on towards that medic at the east parts from Fake. And I think Sally's going to be able to pick up that objective. Not if Squid has anything to say about it. Just throw that nade. Loops up. Nice crossfire from ROCKIT. Ross and Cherry getting things done. But Toxic's going to be able to come from behind. He's actually eventually taken down by Ross. And SICK6 looks like they're now mounting a reasonable attack. You see 5 names jumping along. And they're going to come from behind this tank depot. As maybe going to get the boost on as well. Matthias tries to pick up the objective. You saw that. Didn't manage to grab it. He's going to get taken down. And at the moment, Ross is doing a great job. Triple kill from Ross. Amazing fragging. And it's going to be this is really nice defense from ROCKIT on these east parts. And this isn't even the main objective, guys. This is just the slowdown. Just trying to distract them. The main objective is, of course, these west parts. That's what the allies really want to be on right now. The objective has been taken. It's just sitting right in front of the radar. As the next push does come in for the allies, they are taking a lot of damage. Raz does manage to take down one. And he's got a nade going on towards the back of the tank depot. Brilliant nade from Raz. He does pick up the Gib as well. I'm going to try and pick up Ross on that respawn. Going to pick up a headshot. Lots of damage coming in. He's got the backup of Raz here. He does actually get that frag onto Sally. And they're doing a great job of just frustrating these east parts. They have finally taken the east parts though. Let's see if I can catch the person who's grabbed them. It is Toxic. He's going to get away. And they're going to have around 3 minutes to get that objective. To get the west part, sorry. Which is not a lot of time. It's a less time than ROCKIT had. They've got to grab the parts. They've got to get them to the flag area. Or they've got to run them straight in. It's going to be very difficult. As we've seen so many times on radar though. It does come down to those last 30 seconds a lot of the time. And that last quick run, as you see ROCKIT picking up a bundle of frags at his back spawn. And that's going to be a lot of the players from those west parts just pushing across and supporting the guys at the back spawn. So I think the parts have been put into the back of the truck now. Got to try and pick up someone on the attack. As Toxic has indeed put the parts in the back of the truck. The main push is on for the allies. Massive crossfire from ROCKIT, just annihilating them. I think that was a Squiz 4-man picking up a few of those last hits on the frags. But look at that. That's just nasty stuff from ROCKIT. And you're seeing them going very aggressive towards CP as well. Raz and Ross. Just before the respawn, they're going to just slow them down on towards the back of these. They have got that early info as well, so the shots are coming in from the west parts as well. ROCKIT doing a great job of just working together. Every angle is being covered by somebody, and they're getting the information at least on the enemy team. But the big push is come in from the back of the west area, and you're seeing again, Cherry picks up that double frag, triple frag in fact, finally taken down. And I think Raz going to just... I wonder if they're going to continue to spawn at this back spawn or not. That's going to be the important decision from the Axis. Raz did risk it. He didn't get killed because of that spawn protection. He is going to take a lot of damage. He is finally taken out. He is on full, but I think the revive will probably come in. Coop bounces down. And he is going to get in that revive indeed. And you hit Iron just here at the back spawn. He's going to be able to get into on the Gib on Raz there. I think he might have just killed out in time. I'm not 100% sure. I can't see him bouncing around anywhere. And time is definitely running out for the SICK6 players. 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock, and this is just brilliant work from ROCKIT, slowing them down at every opportunity. The gunfire, like you just see every time they walk into a sort of avenue where there could be some ROCKIT players, they're just having all these bullets thrown at them, and it's slowing them down. Even if they're not getting killed, just the damage, the pushback. They have to run away and get heal up. As you see, 3 guys now at this back spawn. Will Raz risk it here? I don't think he will. I think this is the one time you're going to see the entire Axis team almost spawn at this back spawn. They are indeed 6 players now, and this is their one chance for SICK6 to really get things going. As you're going to see no real back of west pushes, and it's all going to be about Fake and main now. As a lot of kills coming in for ROCKIT again. Cherry double kill. I'm going to try and pick up him. He's been doing some great fragging already today. Last 30 seconds, this doesn't look good for SICK6. They don't really seem to be in the positions to actually get onto the objective. And you see a couple of guys on main road. couple of guys at Trip, 3 guys at Fake. But the Crossfire is going to be coming in, no problem. Squid has managed to make it up. Coop does deal with him pretty easily. And this is definitely going to be a full hold for the ROCKIT guys. And they're going to take the first map in convincing fashion as well. That was just some of the best play, I'd say, on the backstage of Radar that I've ever seen on Radar. Particularly when you consider the players they're up against. That was some really nice play, particularly Raz Ross on spawn. They're working so well together. You know, you see Ross shooting by himself. He may pick up that 3 kill. You could almost guarantee Raz got some damage on those guys. They were working so well together, you know. So, really well played to them. I'm going to bring up the stats. It probably was pretty grim for the SICK6 guys. You see 36 kills for Raz. Went huge. 5.6k damage. Ross, same sort of deal. 30 kills and 6k damage. And the rest of the players all picking up 4k apiece. They were playing at West. A really, really nice play from Raz in particular. 36 kills, 12 gibs, 5.6k damage. Brilliant play. And we go over to the SICK6 team. They weren't doing too bad really. Iron and Matthias, 27 kills, 5.3k damage. Just not as good. 25k to 28k. A 30 kill drop off as well. Not what you want to see. The gibs were there. I think up until the CP, once they got the CP, it looked great. But after that, everything just sort of fell apart a bit for the SICK6 guys, unfortunately. Need to work on that backstage. We're going to update the scores on the screen. It's a 2-0 lead for ROCKIT. And I did say we might be in for a good game, and we are. We are indeed in for a good game. Which is good news, right? Which is good news. And now we're on supply. This is actually ROCKIT's map choice. And yeah, Peliku is indeed Squid. So I hope you're enjoying this game. This is intense stuff. And this is the first of 3 games we're going to see today. Like I said before, this is the upper bracket final. The loser will go into lower bracket final. And they'll play the winner of TMOE against N-Byte. I'll get updates on that as soon as that game's over. And of course, grand final will follow after that as well.
Prepare to fight.
So this is going to be map 2. It's going to be ROCKIT on defense. Their flag defense can be very strong, but they can kind of rely on it. And it's a confidence. If they lose that flag stage quick, the rest of the map might fall. It'll take them maybe a little bit of time to get back on track. That rarely happens. We've got Ross as the field up on middle. It's that spamming the gun and the artilleries. I'm watching Coop at the moment on this middle area. He's going to push out. You see the spam does come out from Ross. They know they're in that upper area. This is kind of standard push coming in for the allies. Coop's going to be on hand. The rifle grenade does come out. Going to try and get off another one. It's not going to happen for him. Let's get off some long range K43 shooting, and ROCKIT dealing with this attack. I'm going to pick up Cherry. I did pick up enough of him in the last on the last map, and he was doing brilliant stuff. As getting that very common SMG engineer role in the lower area. Gets those cheeky mines down constantly. Did take down Milk. I'm not sure if that was on the spawn or not. Milk is indeed out for spawn unless he gets revived. Squiz is going to bounce in. It's no problem. When you've got one of the better medics in the game, get that revive as soon as possible. He does pick up another revive onto Cherry there, who actually picks up the headshot. There's another cheeky headshot there as well. There's a lot of ROCKIT frags do come in, and this is going to be some good mine play coming out from ROCKIT as well. I'm going to pick up Ross on this middle area. He's going to get taken down very early on the spawn. The revive does come in from Raz. I'm going to stick on Ross at the moment. Double rifle grenade does come in and kills the 2 medics in that lower area. Here Raz pick up one of the revives. And the rest of the players are going to have to sort of recover as the next push from SICK6 is coming in. Milk is going to get overwhelmed quite heavily there. But amazing stuff from ROCKIT. They're picking up all the frags. I've got no idea how they dealt with that. As another artillery comes out, I believe that's from Ross. Really well placed and timed. That's going to force the guys going to the upper area. Ross is actually going to manage to pick up one frag onto Sally there, just to slow that down a little bit. Coop gets plucked out by Iron's rifle grenade. And this could be the push actually for the 6-6 guys. Brilliant revive from Milk. As you see, 6-6 actually do take over that lower area. I believe they're not going to be able to do too much about this, the Rocket guys. I say that. They get all the frags, but they don't take it over. That's really strange. And you see an airstrike that does come out from Ross there. I'm going to stick on Raz a little bit. He's playing that medic role on the middle. Not going to see too much action. But in the last 5 or 10 seconds of a spawn, you'll see him just go ultra aggressive. 6-6 really struggling to get things done at the moment. The pause does come out, and I think I would say that's probably tactical, although we do have Toxic 999, sort of perfect timing for the 6-6 guys. They really need to think of something. They need to think of something. At the moment, it's not working. And at the moment, what I'm seeing is just a plus forward attack. Just constant pressing forward is not a good idea. As I want to see some upper attacks at the right time. I want to see some main roads attacks at the right time. So yeah. That's SC password. The SC password is shout. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows the SC password shout on these servers. Everybody. I think if you go on Games TV, it's even listed on the server itself. SC password shout. Praskew, thank you very much for that update. That's good news for Merlin's skin archive. Had a little cheeky bet on Envy on CSGO Lounge. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Just waiting for the reconnect of Toxic. He is back. No unpause coming out just yet. I think we're good. I think we're good and ready.
Prepare to
I'm gonna watch Cherry. He's got his crosshair very much on 20 right now. He's not going to count for anything after this unpause. Sometimes you can just completely mess it up. It wasn't too bad. He started off a bit bad, but he got that headshot and cleaned it up with that frag. As he couldn't get off that early rifle grenade shot. I'm going to try and pick up someone else. Milk on this lower area. He's playing a very keen angle. People who watch this are going to know that he plays there now. A rifle grenade, you're going to see lightning just be like, I know where he's playing right now. And you can get a rifle grenade into that corner, I'm pretty sure, quite easily from somewhere up in the upper area. And it does seem like he wants to play here. It's a brilliant shot from Milk. And he's going to have a lot of the allies to deal with. And we've seen him get caught out on the spawn time a couple of times. And the nade's going to come in that low area, but the brilliant crossfire from the remaining Rocket players is just going to completely wipe out that 6-6 push. And it's really frustrating at the moment. I can't see 6-6 breaking through unless they really change something up, or unless they just get fortunate with the frags. It's sort of like they're going into challenge mode. And I do see a Panzer maybe coming up on that middle area. That could be the difference. No Panzer coming out just yet. Going to try and pick up Squiz in the lower area. I don't expect too much of the Welshman. As just bouncing around. Here it comes. Big crossfire. Still ROCKIT. Did such a good job in this first stage. I did say their first stage was very strong. Very, very confident. A team that doesn't play on confidence, but when they are confident, it's just they're almost unbeatable. So this first stage will be very, very difficult to break down. I'm going to stick with Squiz at the moment. Rifle grenade does come in. He does take a bit of damage. So this is Engineer. It's going to drop some health to him. Very good medic play, as you sort of expect. Sitting back a little bit. There's a bit of experience here. He doesn't want to group with his Engineer too much. And I mean, most people would say that's a wasted spawn, but Squiz, that's a Squiz. That's how to play as a top player. You play that position as a top player. You don't always have to be shooting. You don't always have to be fragging. As the Panzer does come out, unfortunately, Toxic doesn't hit anything. Instantly killed by Ross's artillery support. I'm watching Twitty spam up onto the middle area now. He's picking up a couple of frags. Maybe another one on that for that respawn. It's not going to happen for him. And we're going to watch Sally on this next push. And this has already been a 5-minute hold here on supply. And 6-6 definitely need to pick something up, because, like I said, they don't really seem to have any sort of strategy. They're just pushing into the defense, spawn after spawn. Just press forward, go into the defense, and that isn't how you have to play. time your pushes. They're not really aiming to get any frags out for full. And now they're pushing into a Rocket team who will be pushing out on their falls. Pushing out on their short spawn. So, see Twiddy pushing in towards cave. He's got a bit of an idea. Just try and take them out with those nades onto middle. Just weaken the defense a little bit. As a couple of the frags do come out from 6-6. They're picking up 3 frags. Maybe 4 players down for... Oh my god, Coop. That landmine saved this day. Unbelievable stuff. As again, Rocket hold on. This is a really good first stage defense, should I say, from Rocket. Not much more you can say about that. Another rifle grenade pings off the top of the cave on towards main, and the crossfire is just insane from Rocket. Insane. Cherry and Coop both pick up a double frag on that push as well. And the stats after this game is just going to be just utter destruction on Rocket's side. I think Spoon 9 will be silently smiling, just sitting there. It's like, yep, I've got a good team for this upcoming land. Although a couple of frags do come out for 6-6, and the rest of the team need to really take over this lower area. They've got a prime opportunity. As you see, Cherry very weak on this lower area. They're jumping in with nades, and this could be really poor. As the big frag comes out, I think Matthias might actually be able to pick up the flag, whether it's on the Axis spawn or not. And they are going to be able to respawn back at the flag as well, so... big artillery from Ross as well, my god. This is not really going well for these, the 6-6 guys today. Ross is actually going to be able to pick up the 4K. And that's 4 kills for Ross. Will he be able to add to it? Going to get on a bit of damage. Artillery on the upper area. They're not coming in the upper area though. He could have got off a really nice strike. But it's a bit less selfish. Going to be able to pick up a kill just to slow them down a little bit. They may be able to bounce down into that lower area. I think the crossfire is going to get things done once more for Rocket. I think this is the first time I've seen someone in the lower area. Sally nearly made it there. And he's going to walk over a mic. They haven't even managed to get in that lower area yet. They're seeing them bounce in now. But they're going to get taken out once more. I can't see them getting too much further. I think one person's managed to get in and get up for the flag. And that was Matthias. I think someone else made it into the middle area. This is just annihilation from Rocket. Can't really put it any other way. As a plant is coming actually down right on the respawn of the Rocket guys. Lots of frags coming in for 6-6. This is their chance to get something out of this map. And Cherry does take Twiddy down, just giving him a couple of taps of the MP40. Oh, this is pretty bad. This is definitely the first round. But if this is a full holder, that's going to be game already because Rocket have got those 2 points from radar. I'm going to watch Sally on the Panzer. He's going to try and open things up. Puts the Panzer onto middle. Doesn't take down anybody, unfortunately. And just under 6 minutes remaining. I think every team, including Rocket to a certain extent, will come away from this little warm-up tournament that has been arranged by Spoon 9 and say they need to improve something somewhere. Because no one's really performing to the top standard yet. Rocket are probably performing the best. And I think that can maybe surprise some teams, some players, because they're not the most active. As you see, their next push coming in for 6-6 does get wiped out once more from Rocket. And we've seen this pretty much every push so far from 6-6 has just been completely shut down. They're not really been able to string some frags together. I think that they managed to get 3 together at one time, and then they just got completely wiped out. A couple of mine placements were really key to that, but a strike does come out. It's going to force a lot of the players back. Ross does pick up 1 kill.
Only 5 minutes, soldier.
As the upper push is on, they have another Panzer. As they're going to push into towards the upper area. The Panzer does come out. Not going to be able to pick up a frag as the revive train does come up in that upper area, and I think it's gonna probably get shut down. As you see, Squid just push into the upper area. Coop does manage to take him down with that Luger, and the grenade from Squiz. The plant is going to come down once more, but he's going to get shut down just before he manages to armor. And I'm gonna go ahead and call this being a full hold. I did say that Rocket have got an amazing first stage. And if you let them get that sort of grip, that death grip on you, it's almost impossible to get, shake it loose. And they're playing with a lot of confidence at the moment. And like I said, these aren't players that require it, but when they have it, it's like it's like that stat plus 10. Everything's so much better for them. The crossfires are doing amazing well. Milk hasn't really been asked too much of. You see Cherry and Squiz doing a lot of the work on the lower area. The Panzer does actually come in and kill Squiz there. 10 seconds remaining on the respawn. Not much of a problem. Artillery does come down by Ross. And getting news that TMOE have set 8 minutes 51 on Gold Rush. That's be their second map. Not sure of the score there just yet. Oh, it's 2-0 for TMOE. Okay, so they may actually beat a TMOE against probably SICK6 the way that things look at the moment. And Ross picks up another triple kill. And it's pretty much just padding out the stats at the moment for the Rocket guys. As you see, Cherry decided to start killing his teammates. You can't kill the enemies, get some extra frags. Stop your teammates from killing people, eh? And this has been unquestionably probably the best performance of the tournament. The radar was very good. You saw that I said that it's probably one of the best radar performances I've seen, particularly on that backstage. That backstage defense that was mean as hell. This first stage defense on supply, we've seen it many times before from a few teams, but this is looking very strong for Rocket. And 2.5 minutes left. It's going to be down to SICK6 to just try and pad out their own stats a little bit, save some face. Ross does pick up that arty kill, and maybe just try and get the flag. I mean, 15. There's a difference between a 15-minute hold at flag, and even if you get the flag with 1 minute to go, you've not been 15-minute flag hold. As you see a Panzer come out from Toxic. Unfortunately, really poorly placed. It's not going well at all for SICK6 in this game. They're going to need to work on some things, particularly some pushes. You know, their back push on radar wasn't too good, because again it seemed very plus forward like, and we're seeing exactly the same on this first stage. On these sort of stages where the defense is going to be definitely mounted, there's a standard defense. If there's a standard defense, you know how to break it down. Rocket aren't doing anything special here. You know, they are getting all the frags, they're playing very well, but they're not doing anything new. They've got the field up on middle, they've got the medic on middle supporting them, they've got the rifle on middle, they've got the 2 medics and an SMG engineer down low. This is standard stuff. So if you're playing against a standard defense and you're struggling, you need to do something. You need to come up with an idea of how to just break it down. You know? I don't see any strategy at the moment. As you see, SICK6 do manage to pick up a few frags at the end, but this will be too little too late, unfortunately. And I think they may even be able to hold out the Rocket guys. A couple of guys left in this lower area. I'm going to pick up Milk for the remainder of the game. As I said, he's had a bit of a quiet game. He's not too much have been asked of him. When he's seen the allies cross that line just ahead of him into the lower area like 5 or 6 times, really. They've just been destroyed in a mass crossfire. So many times, it's been unbelievable. As I believe that Matthias had a bit of a sleep. Yeah. As Squiz is just going to push out maybe an extra frag before the end. Cherry's going to get all. So really well played from Rocket. You can't really say too much about that. I'm going to bring up the scores. And 40 kills comes out for Coop. 51 kills for Cherry on the SMG engineer. But look at Ross. 36 kills, 9.5k damage. Really well played. So he's probably going to get that 10k damage. And I think these guys deserve this. I mean, 31k damage. I mean, look at that. 21k damage on the attacking team. And you couldn't get the flag. It's definitely not the damage. It's definitely not the shooting. It's the strategy. They need to just think of something. as I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna disconnect. Oh, that's the donation. Woof. That's the donation coming in, and we're gonna go onto my main screen. Gonna update the score on the main screen as well. That'll be a 4-0 victory, effectively, for ROCKIT. They decided not to play the last half.